had to make sure I actually had my life together. Okay.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sad. Summer's almost over. His last full week of break is next week, like this coming week, and he goes back on the 3rd. So,
I too go back on the 3rd, but I go back for pre-planning. The kids are
right.
back on the 10th.
I don't know what happened to the summer.
Okay, so I thought maybe it was just because like I don't want summer to end for like a multitude of reasons right now. And I was like, maybe I'm just like maybe it's just me being like annoying about it, but I really feel like this summer just flew by.
Yeah. And we didn't
Like
even take in any like vacations or anything. We've just been chilling at home, and
I
it still
know.
feels like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say like a wild summer, but like my summer was like we had stuff going on. But even
I'm,
then, I'm like,
yeah.
even then, I'm just upset because now I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be like at my sister's house snuggling my niece anymore. Like I'm legitimately gonna have to go and like do my job.
Yeah. How's ant life treating you?
Oh, it's the best. I love it. She's my favorite, and like obviously, my ability to stay up late at night is really beneficial for my sister. Because she can go and like sleep for like a whole 3 or 4 hours without being woken up because I'm awake. So, but yeah, it's the
Yeah.
best. I love snuggling her. She loves to snuggle. It's her like favorite thing to do right now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
She's that's all babies do
I
really at
know,
that
and I
age.
love it, and it's like perfect for me. So like I have my headphones on and I just bebop to my book or whatever, and we just hang out.
Yep.
It's the best. But yeah, no, she's adorable, and we're all obviously clearly obsessed with her.
Yeah. The cutest, chubbiest cheeks.
No. I'm obsessed. Like I'm always just like, ooh. Even when she's sleeping, it's really cute because like she'll like make faces and like her little cheekies will move, and I'm like, please stop. But yes, it has been wonderful, and yeah, it's actually crazy to think that like when I go back to work, well, no, when kids come back on the 10th, she'll be a month old, and I'm like, but she just had her.
I mean, that's how
She's
I feel about our shirt. Like,
yeah. I'm like, she's fresh from the oven. Hello.
yeah, I just had him. What are you talking about? He's a teenager now.
Yeah, like he's yeah, he definitely is. There's no more. That's so
That
crazy too.
that'll make you feel old real quick.
Time moves so fast right now.
Yeah. So,
Okay, I did cry in case you're wondering.
the question is, and I don't want to make this a competition,
Yes.
did you cry more than me?
I don't know how many times did you cry?
I cried a lot.
Okay, I'm just gonna say I probably lost this competition.
Oh,
Knowing the two of us, I probably did lose. I mean, me crying over a book is like a novel concept in the first place. So
listen, I have to be like so attached and like invested for it to move me. And like book one, I already like
yeah,
I sobbed in that one. So I knew this one based on what they're up against and what could happen and what I knew had to happen in terms of like okay, spoilers. We're here to talk about books. uh coming face to face with the fact that her and Khan have a daughter,
mm-hmm.
um, and just I knew that was gonna be heavy and emotional, um, and it was, but surprisingly, it was. I have like, um, I'm gonna say two very like vivid scenes in this book for
Mm-hmm.
me that just you want to talk about like a visceral reaction. I went from being like maybe misty-eyed or like
Yeah.
whatever to immediate like I can't control my body movements sobbing. like um
Yeah.
and I I think I put in my review, I might not have. It's been a while. I There was no way I was holding off until July to read this, first of all. Second
Yeah.
of all, um, it Archer made it very well known that I had to read this in June, so and I
Well, I
was
mean,
okay with that.
he did pick it for us, and we did wait a
Yeah.
hot minute to get it. So I can respect like
It was just such a highly anticipated read for me that I could
yeah.
not put it off any longer. Um, but I think I said that I'm so glad that I was listening to the audiobook
Mhm.
because there were multiple points where I would not have been able to read because I could not see the pages or the words in front of me because of how much I was crying. And especially like the last like 100 pages,
Yes.
a full on just I'm a mess, like don't talk to me. I'm just going to be in the fetal position. Everything will be okay, but
Did the scenes that made you like cry the hardest end up being your favorite scenes?
listen, I have you cannot I could wax poetic about this series and this book
No,
for a
truly.
long time.
Truly.
And there are some books where I am hard pressed to find one favorite scene, even though I enjoyed the
Mhm.
book, like
Yeah,
nothing really
absolutely.
sticks out. Um, or the same with a quote, and I have so many written down. um, I think they are it's so hard because the two scenes that I'm talking about, and I'll get further into it,
Yeah.
they're so emotionally devastating that I can't say that they're they're a favorite, but they're also a least favorite for
Fair.
making me
Fair.
feel this way.
But like the scenes that make me cry usually end up being my favorite just because they evoke so much emotion from me that I'm just like, well, clearly this has to be one of my favorite scenes. But now I'm interested to see like
I mean,
just if
okay, go ahead, sorry.
no, you're fine. I was just saying I'm interested to see which ones you did pick because I'm wondering if like number one we had the same scenes. I feel like maybe we had one scene that's probably the same. Because it seems to be a fan favorite because I did a little bit of research today.
Uh,
Um just to be like what like what is the internet saying about like because I can't talk to you about it until like right
yeah.
now and I was like I need to look at something. So I'm just interested to see kind of like where we both align with this. I rated this one 5 stars. I don't know about you.
I mean, if it's not obvious, I gave it 5 stars. I would have given it more if I could. I'd give this
Yeah.
series more if I could. And in fact, it's not going to be a surprise because When the Moon Hatched was one of my top favorite reads of 2024. This one will also be
Yes.
the top reads of this year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Um,
It's really funny too because like obviously we were anticipating this coming out in 2025.
yeah.
So even the simple fact like normally I get like really deep in my feelings when it's anticipated and it gets pushed back, but like after reading this book, I really couldn't be upset about it because I'm like, dang, like no, she really like I'm not gonna say she did a big one because obviously I won't know until the third book comes out, like which one I would technically say would be my favorite. But for a second book in a trilogy, it didn't feel second book in a trilogy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you
And
hit that second book and you're like, this is just a filler. But that's not at all how I felt when I was reading this book.
no, not at all. There's way too much going on, and there's still like little bits of like world building happening. There's just no way that this could be a filler book.
No.
Or
And
yeah.
what's crazy is I don't think I clarified because when I was texting you, I might have been sleep deprived a little bit. But like when I said I want to go back and re-listen to it, I mean like I want to go back to book one and re-listen to all of it. Number one, because it's just so good. But number two, I just know because I was devouring it on that first read, I definitely had to miss stuff somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's just in terms of like information,
Yeah.
absolutely I missed stuff because I was so focused on the emotions and
Yes.
the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously I get the gist of what's happening around them.
For sure.
But the intricacies, yeah, I could definitely go back and pick up some more of that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, one of the two scenes that I'm talking about, it surprised me that it got me the way that it did.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Um, so trigger warnings and stuff first.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. So there's blood, gore, Archer. There's no Archer. Blood, gore, death, violence, sexually explicit scenes, torture, implied threat of sexual assault, um, slash sexual predator,
Mm-hmm.
explicit language, cruelty towards a creature slash abuse, a dragon. I'm pretty sure. Like, what else would there be?
You just gotta let the people know, you know?
Yeah. Um, animal slash creature death, abduction, trafficking of minors. It's implied and off page. And
Mm-hmm.
there is a traumatic birth. So that's trigger warnings. Um, and I'm pretty sure I just took that from the author's list in the back of the book.
I'm pretty sure that's, yeah. She had a pretty solid.
Yeah. Um, and then what to expect. It's obviously the second book in the trilogy. There's dragons, there's trauma and healing. It's a fantasy romance. There's star-crossed lovers. There's revenge. And our female main character doesn't have memories of her past in book one, and in this one she is starting, those memories are starting to resurface. So
Yep.
I put memories resurfacing. um and emotional damage, can I add that?
Yeah, it should be, yes, it should be definitely, I think it should be on the list.
The form that I read it in, I listened to the audiobook and then I followed along. And then once I couldn't see the words due to tears, as I said before, then I would just sit there and listen.
I read like the first half um with my eyeballs, and then I was like, I gotta switch it up.
Mm,
Simply because like I knew that I was gonna have feelings. It's the same
yeah.
thing I did when I read Empire Storms and Kingdom of Ash.
Mm,
I was like, okay, okay. I was like, I just gotta listen to it and sob into a tissue or something.
yeah.
Or into my sweatshirts. Usually like I have a sweatshirt on and I'm usually like, oh.
Yeah, so the audiobook is dual narrated, and
Yes.
I'm pretty sure same narrators for the female main character and main male character, and then there's actually a couple more POVs in this one
Hmm.
that we didn't get in the first book, and they have different narrators as well.
Yeah. I think the audiobook was really well done.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a
I
lot.
really liked it. Yeah.
Favorite main character, my favorite main characters, favorite characters. You can't make me choose between Rave and Con. You just can't.
No.
Sorry, like
No,
I
I think it's just because they're like, I don't want to say perfect for each other, but like that kind of I feel like is what gets across this like the sentiment of like what I truly feel about both of them. And like I couldn't say he's better than her or she's better than him.
yeah,
I just I'm not gonna do it.
no. I don't know about side characters. Um
I feel very
I
much
don't know who would be
like,
my favorite.
yeah, I just feel very much that like I just like the two of them. And like, yeah, you guys are cool.
Yeah. I don't
But
hate any of the side
no,
characters
like I'm not like, wow, they need to
except for that
go.
one, we'll get to him.
Yes, unfortunately, we will have to get to him.
The side characters you're supposed to like, I do like.
Yes. Like, there's not a side character that we're supposed to like that I'm like, ew, disgusting.
Yeah. Least favorite characters, Arkin, duh. I hate that dude.
Yes. Disgusting.
Oh, it was so satisfying when we died. That's
When
one of
it
my favorite scenes, by the way.
well, it's one of
Because
my
I'm
favorite scenes
petty
too.
as
So I was
shit.
like, I'm pretty positive this like we might actually agree on this favorite scene at least.
Yeah. And then I also just put Serene because um she is the worst, but she also has set herself up to be even more worse for book 3.
It's so funny because you were like, she's literally the worst, but don't worry, it's only gonna be worse in book three. Which is
Yeah,
so active. No, it is. Like, let's be clear, it's not gonna get any better. So we can hate her
I
now and we can hate her in book three.
okay, because here's my worry and here's what I feel like is going to happen. And
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but book 3 prediction in terms of like the cliffhanger that we left off on.
Yeah.
Rave didn't remember who she was when she fell.
Yes.
Her brother, who fell in the uh, ending of this book 2, obviously doesn't remember who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And Serene finds him, and I just I have a suspicion that she is just going to poison his brain against Rave.
Probably. Because that's who she is. That's just the type of person that she is.
And it makes me so sad because it's like, how much more trauma can this woman go through?
I think we're gonna find out the answer against our will. Gonna
Ugh.
find the answer out.
Did you have any more least favorite characters?
No. Because
Okay,
that's like that those were my least favorite
those
characters.
those were the two. um, so favorite scenes. Um, I had to go. The first one I wrote down. It's obvious. It's the Rave being feral at the lake scene. Duh, that's gonna be on my favorites.
It was on my favorites too.
um, Rave meeting her daughter for the first time, like coming face to face,
Yes.
and what did she say? Hang on. I don't think I put it as one of my favorite quotes. Um, her daughter just said, "You're here. You came," and she said, "I wish I got here sooner."
I know.
Just and then, just when you thought that emotional gut punch wasn't enough, then the next chapter happened.
Yeah, no, she yeah, no, they weren't playing with us.
No. I also put Arkin's death scene as one of my favorite scenes, even though, again, what follows is truly traumatizing
No, for sure.
and heartbreaking.
But him dying was just chef's kiss. I couldn't even be mad about it. I was
No.
like, my God, here we go.
And then I put in all caps, Essie? I think I sat there with like my mouth hanging open. I was not expecting it.
Mm-mm.
Like, what do you mean? And then I put in quotations, she's an elding bird question mark. Oh my god.
Yes.
You want to talk about
Yes.
another traumatizing thing for our girl to go through when she finds out that that girl is alive?
Hmm.
I mean, obviously she's going to be happy, but she's going to be like I don't think I think her brain's going to shut down, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like, and here's the thing, like, there's so much that she's already had to go through, right? Repressed memories, being lied to about, I don't know, so much, finding out like, she remembering she has a daughter because he finds out, but she's like, oh wait, yeah, no. I don't know, like it's just, and I get it, to get to their hopefully happily ever. This better not be like some happily for now BS. Like I better get a happily ever after at the end of this
Yeah,
one.
I don't think she'd do that.
No, there's no way that she puts these characters through that much and like we're not gonna get the payoff. But like, anyways, no, I absolutely, I'm almost scared about, not like scared, but like I'm almost nervous for her knowing what she still has to go up against in that third book.
Yeah, for sure. The other one, let's see. Um, her Rave and Khan are discussing something, and Rafe says she still loved you, Khan, speaking about Elowen.
Mm-hmm.
You should know with every bit of her heart she loved you. Because she had gotten, like, I think a memory back at that point.
Yeah.
Um, and that's not one of the two that broke me. Um, but it definitely triggered an emotional response. For sure.
Yes.
Let's see. Sorry, I tabbed this book up.
No, you're good. I'm just really happy after, because our last live, we weren't like super hyped about. We didn't dislike the second book, but like our last live, we were just like, wow, we didn't really pick. So I'm just really happy that like we picked a. Well, Archer picked a solid one. That's not the point though, because we read it.
Yeah. Oh, when she finally cuts that piece of shit's saddle off of Leary. That's another one of my favorite scenes.
Yes.
And then let's see. Oh, when the other is inhibiting Rave's body, and
Yes.
it's Slatra, right? I'm not making that up, am I?
No.
Okay. Because, listen, I thought that in the first book, and then it like solidified my thought in this one, but I'm like, but what if I'm wrong? I don't want to sound stupid.
Yeah.
Anyways, when the other is inhabiting uh Rave's body,
Yes.
um, and she just turns around and she says thank you to Khan, and he says for what? And she said for loving her as much as I do. Loved that.
Yes.
I
Obsessed with that actually.
I thought it was very interesting anytime we got to see the other and Khan interact. Because we didn't
Yes.
get to see that, I don't think, in book one.
No, we really not really. We really just kind of got to see like her being the person that she thought she was.
Right. Uh she only switched. I know she did at the end whenever she killed piece of shit. Can't remember his
Yes.
name.
Hmm.
And
It
I
doesn't
think there
matter
were
because we don't like him. So
right. And then also when he captured her in the beginning, I think,
yes.
and took her to like
Hmm.
get executed or whatever. Because I remember
Hmm.
she like bit his finger off, and she woke up with like she was like, "Oh, what is this between my teeth?" And then she was like, "Maybe I shouldn't ask myself those questions."
She's like, maybe I don't need to know about this flesh in between my teeth. Someone got some floss.
And I didn't write it down because I didn't need to. But the two visceral scenes for me,
Okay.
one of them, it's obvious. It's when Reagan dies,
Yes.
and Khan is like pleading and begging, "Take us both up to the sky."
Yeah.
And then he's just like, I'll go with you as long as like Rave and our daughter have found each other. I can find peace
Yes.
in death.
Yeah.
I'm just at that point just an emotional wreck.
Yeah, I don't know how anybody reads it and isn't sobbing at that scene,
A dragon
personally.
dying? Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, shambles. Are you
The
kidding me?
bestest boy ever too?
Yes, that's the hard part too. Like I was like, no, this has to be a joke. And then like, you know how I am. Like I'm like this kid, and I go back a couple pages, and I'm like, oh no. I'll like go back to the beginning of the chapter in an audiobook and be like, I had to have heard this wrong. Like I had to have checked out. And I didn't.
The other one is when
Oh,
Arkin brings Rave in for like a dinner, and she sees Khan tied up
mm-hmm.
at like the other end of the table or whatever.
Yep.
And things happen, things progress, and um he wants her to fight in the pits.
Yep.
Um and she knows like what he'll take from her,
Yep.
and it says like she just like looks over at Khan, like she had begged him like look away,
Yeah.
and then it's just like the words please Khan leaves her lips, and that simple sentence, because
Yep.
I could like so hear it in my head,
Yeah.
and I can hear her voice cracking,
Yep.
and I was fine. Like I was a little emotional. I was like, oh shit, where's this going? Where's this going?
Yeah.
Because dude is unhinged. I don't know what he's gonna do. And then just to hear those two words, please Con,
Yep.
leave her lips. I just immediate 0 to 60, like shoulder shaking, full sobs,
Because
tears running
like
down.
what it cost her to ask to say please, and what that must have been like for him to hear her say it. With how intimately like he knows her and understands her, and for her to kind of be like realizing like, okay, like this
Yeah.
isn't good. It was no, literally sobbed at that scene.
I it was such a scene that like it took me by surprise because I wasn't
Hmm.
expecting it to
No.
hit me that hard. Um, but again, I'm so emotionally attached to these characters
Yes.
and this story. So I guess I shouldn't have been surprised, but it did.
Yeah. No. It's just hard for me because like you said, we are so attached, and I know logically that like they still have a lot to go through, and we've already been through a lot, but like I don't want them to have to do it. Like
Yeah.
why they can't they just be happy?
Yeah,
Because
after that scene, seeing Khan kill that son of a bitch, I was like, that's so satisfying.
my man.
Like just hitting him. This is for
Uh
doing this. This is for doing this. This
and
is
like
for hurting my daughter,
oh
my
yes, for my
sister,
daughter.
my
Yes. No, like I like if you didn't love him before that,
I mean, first of all, how? I
first
mean,
of all, teach me your ways, because I straight up I liked him before we understood, like before you get to that part in book 1 where they go back to like where they were living together, and like everything's still the same, and she's like looking around, and like you can kind of see her starting to like put the pieces together, and like realizing that he is literally never forgotten her and is never fallen, you know what I mean? Like so we already know who he is, and then like it just that moment is, I don't know, just like the perfect representation of like how much how much he cares for her.
yeah. Anyways, those, and I had to like control myself because I could have put way more, but were there
I
any that I didn't mention for you?
I mean the first time she's like he's mine,
Mm.
which that was obviously Come on now, like you had to have read that and been like, obviously she's gonna pick this one because like, of course
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick that one. And then, like you said, I mean, I have a lot, but I'm gonna choose two. But when she gets to see her daughter again,
Yeah.
like I don't know, like it just those moments where like families are reunited or like moms and dads get a chance to like see their kids again, after like just expecting to never see them again, is just I don't know, has me in shambles.
Yeah. Oh, it's the it's the gravity of like my daughter could die before I ever even get to know her.
Yeah,
Like
which is
she was already taken.
devastating.
Yeah, she was already taken from me once.
Taken, I couldn't even truly remember like
Yeah.
our connection. I was blackmailed and forced into something I didn't want to do. Like the list is like you could just keep adding to the list of things that like made that reunion just like a moment where you're like, oh, finally.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt. Like I was like very emotional about it, but it was also just like I loved it so much for her. So yeah, that's why I had to switch to the audiobook at a certain point because I was just like I was crying too hard, or like I would cry unexpectedly, and then I'd be like, well, I can't get answers because my eyeballs are wet right now. Like I can't see what I'm reading.
Right? I
But
mean,
no,
I
it
tried,
just
I warned you.
you listen, I trusted you knowing as soon as you're like, hey, listen, I cry. I was like, dang, this one's gonna get me. Because like the first one, I remember like crying once or twice. Like the first one was sad, right? But this one, because I was so much more invested this time around and like we were picking back up with them, I was like, it was even harder for me.
Yeah.
But it was so good.
Favorite quotes.
How many did you pick?
Um, 5. And again,
Isn't it?
I had to control myself, okay?
It
Like
was
I
hard.
tabbed this bitch up.
Okay,
Um,
whenever you're ready.
all right. So the first one, page 122, Rave is just thinking to herself,
Mm-hmm.
and I wonder how I ever believed not falling in love with this man was an option. How I ever believed I was capable of pulling myself from his atmosphere.
I chose that one.
I was like, I get it. I get it. He's amazing.
Yes.
The next one, page 134. Like, see, I put like 5 tabs on just these 2 pages, okay?
Yeah,
Like,
it was very quotable.
um, uh, I'm pretty sure I added this to my review, um, or like my monthly wrap up as my favorite quote.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she tells him, then I need to make something perfectly clear. Should you die, I will not fall quietly into grief. I will not simply accept your absence as collateral for the privilege of having had you in the first place, nor will I carry myself with the same merciful poise you possess. I'll wreck the world to avenge your death, Convegor. I was like normally you get the guy saying something like that
Yes, it is normally the
to the
guy.
female characters, and so
Hmm.
I just love that like that same energy she gives back to him and has no problem vocalizing it.
Yeah, when she's like, "That's my man," like that's her man.
Yeah. Um, let's see. 211. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure this is the one you were talking about. It's the one where she calls him mine.
It's the
I
one I picked.
Yeah. Okay.
And she's like, and then subsequently she's like, "He's mine," and then like holds up a knife to his throat. I love her so much.
Let's see. 221. Um, oh, true love doesn't expire, Rave. It clings to you like a weight, even when you're drowning.
Yes.
Like these two were just like dropping like such poetic love lines. I'm just like, I can't take y'all.
No, literally, like I was obsessed with it. But when he was like, "True love doesn't expire," I was like, "Oh, that's my man." He gets it, you know.
Oh, and I chose a funny one for the last one because listen, and this such a heavy and um just gritty and dangerous book and setting and
Yeah.
whatever, a little a little sprinkle of humor can go a long way. Um she it's after she's killed like a bunch of people and she tells this person to send a message and he goes, "All right, what's your message?"
Yeah.
And she said, "Who do I tell them it's from?" And she said, "Prisoner 73. Tell them the dragon shat me out real angry."
I love her
Listen,
so much.
she's been through so much,
She has.
but she hasn't lost her sass and her humor.
She hasn't, and I just like I really like that about her, like the balance. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're
Yeah,
going through some trauma and some things are like things aren't going well, but like let me make a little jokey joke because I too am a jokester in
yeah.
certain situations like that. So I was like, oh no, like I like this.
Anything you would like to add? Because I could have added like 10 more.
I could have added 10 more too, but like the big ones for me was the when he was like love doesn't expire. I was
Yeah.
like, oh
Yeah.
man. And then the you are mine part. And then I really also liked, and I don't know, I can't remember the context in it, but when they were talking about, and it might have been one of the ones you just read because I think I heard it, but where it's like grief walks hand in hand with love. I just, but I can't remember where it is and it's gonna bother me, but I will
I
figure
think
it out.
I think I almost put that down.
Yeah, because I just like, you know, as you get older, like that adulting is tough. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
like just like reminding ourselves that like it's not always perfect all the time. And like sometimes like we have to love people through like grief and like how they process it. I was just like, oh, this is so sweet.
There's just so many, again, it's the themes of grief and
Yeah.
um the themes of just soul deep love in these books.
Yeah.
Uh it's just my favorite.
Yeah.
Um
And when you talk about like two people who are meant to be together, like like this is them.
yeah. Yeah.
And yes. This will probably be
So,
I have considered starting like the idea of 6 stars, right? Because you know some people are like, oh, my 6 star reads.
mm,
Please understand that this series would make it on there.
it is on my top favorite fantasy romances of all time, for sure.
Absolutely. And we haven't even gotten the third book. We could still be betrayed, but I don't think we're going to be betrayed.
Please don't do that to me.
Oh my
Please don't do that to me.
gosh. No, usually in book 2 is where the true betrayal comes. You know what I mean? Like
Well, I
the
feel like
curse of,
Rygan dying is already like
I mean, that, yes, that was the tip of the, like, that's like what we're willing to accept.
yeah, I mean like it's not a betrayal, but it's like
It felt like one.
it just
I was like, we couldn't have figured a way around this plot point, but also too, more than likely, it was a this is something that has to happen for the plot, and I'm like, but did it? No.
so yeah, 5 stars, 3 star or 3 peppers on the spice scale.
The way you just said peppers front peppers. Oh
Um,
man, yes, it was. Oh, so good.
and then continue the series. Yeah, duh, obviously. Not even a question.
I don't even know when the next book comes out, but I'll be there.
If we have to wait another 2 years. Listen, I'm okay with it because this is what she does. She took 2 years to write this one and it's fantastic.
I know, and I can't. That's the thing. Like, I can't even. Like, it was 2 years, and like, yeah, I wanted it, but like, I can wait if it's gonna be this. You know what I mean? Um, but the 2 years did hurt. Just in case she stumbles upon this. Like, if we could do like maybe a year, that'd be great.
Yeah. Take your time but hurry up.
Yeah, yeah. It's like we want it to be really good, but also too like please don't get too crazy with it.
All right. Time for your pick for July.
Hey, before we start talking about that, just gonna say, really feel like an infinitely better pick than what I chose last year. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Listen. I was gonna open it up with I. Listen, we had nowhere to go but up.
No, we truly didn't, because I don't know, like, I still, and I know it's straight up been a full year at this point, and I've read book 2 of that series, and I still don't get it.
Listen, I'm gonna be so for real. I think that's why it took me so long to read Spark of the Everflame because I was so scared. I'm like,
Th-
listen,
that we're gonna get
Gil,
gilded.
yeah, yeah, turn it into a verb.
Yeah, I'm really like, at this point in time, it will be like, I'm like, I'll text you and be like, we've been gilded.
Yeah, I was so nervous it was gonna do me dirty like that.
Yeah,
Um,
but it
Spoiler
didn't.
alerts, it didn't. I gave it 5 stars. So,
I will say, and I know we're
um,
not talking about this right now, you DNFing One Dark Window hurt my feelings. Like, I know it's not a personal attack, but I was like, she did what? And I clicked out of your
listen,
post and I clicked back into it and I was like, nope, it definitely said it.
I went into it. Okay, we're just gonna take a pause. I went into this book. Okay, I went into One Dark Window and I was like, this has everything I love. Okay,
Yeah.
it has a slow burn. It has like a gothic,
Yes.
eerie like atmosphere. I've heard
Mm-hmm.
the writing is really atmospheric and great.
Yes.
Um, and so I was like, I'm really gonna love this. Like I just had that gut feeling,
I'm gonna tell you right
and
now, like, I didn't have you DNFing it. Because
I
of all the things you just said. I was like, this is definitely something that, like, she would enjoy.
I think I got to page 180 and I was like, what are we doing here?
I
I
want you to, it's just
what
crazy to me because I straight up cried multiple times in book 2. So like like when you were like I DNF'd it, I was like, wait a second, what?
I just literally could not care less about any of those characters. I had absolutely zero emotional attachment to
I'm gonna
anyone.
need you to read The Night and the Moth and see if you don't like Rachel Gillig's writing or if you just didn't like One Dark Window.
Oh yeah, I'm still gonna give that one a shot.
Oh my god, the second book's coming out soon. I'm so excited.
So that will definitely be either the okay, it was just that book I didn't like,
Yeah, I'm interested to see kind of which side you fall on.
or she just isn't an author for me.
It's just
So
crazy because I'm not a crier, and the way I sobbed through the last 100 pages of Two Twisted Crowns and just like how everything came together, I was just flabbergasted.
it's so funny though because I've seen people say like, and not everyone falls into this category, but if they loved One Dark Window, they hated The Night and the Moth or whatever it's called.
Which is so
And
funny
if
because I like both.
they liked The Night and the Moth, then they hated the other one. So,
Yeah.
and then there's the third camp of just waving their like fan flag of I
There's,
love
yeah,
everything.
there's just like, but there's not a lot of us in that third camp though. Cause like many people are like I've seen so many of like the people like I watch YouTube, whatever. So many people be like, oh my God, I loved One Dark Window. Like, what happened in The Night of the Moth? And I'm like, uh, The Night of the Moth is really good. Like, it's very interesting. And no, it's so funny. But yeah, no, I'm in the third camp. I like both. Now,
Mm,
obviously, The Night in the Moth isn't finished. So I reserve the right to become a hater.
right. And I will say this, I don't think I'm if I enjoyed her writing style. I didn't
Yes.
DNF it because I didn't enjoy her writing style. I just could not connect with the characters or care about what was happening to them.
And that's totally valid. I know.
So I have hopes.
I think
Anyways,
I think you'll fall into the second camp of liking The Night
Night
in
in
the
the
Moth.
Moth.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, back to July's pick. Metal Slinger.
Hey, spoiler, I've read both the books.
I saw that and so I was like, okay, she had to have liked book 1.
I did like book one. Um, and like, here's the thing though. I enjoyed book one, but if we're gonna say which book did I like more of the two we're discussing here, infinitely better would be the June pick, right? I
Yeah.
liked Metal Slinger. Don't get me wrong, solid four, 4.5. I wouldn't like. I would not 10 toes down say it's one of the best things I've ever read because it's not. Was it entertaining? Absolutely. Did I enjoy it? Yes. Did I? Let me be clear. It's very few and far between that I can not guess big twists in certain fantasy series. Um, I will say she got me in this one. She got me, and I respect that. She got me twice.
I have some thoughts.
I'm sure you do, but I'm just
um,
saying, like, she got me twice, and I have mad respect for that.
well, first of all, I'm nervous to read book two because I've seen some not great things about it.
Do you want me? Okay, do I comment on it, or do you want me to just be like, oh?
Um,
Let me put it like this: I would give book two solid four.
okay,
It
because
didn't do anything
I've heard
amazing,
people say, "Oh, I loved book one," and then book two. What the hell is this?
but you also have to remember book two, and I don't think a lot of people take it into consideration because it is hard when you read them back to back. There's a 4 year difference between book one and book two. We're 4 years into the future.
Okay,
Like it,
I
you
didn't know that.
have to be, yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people are just like, it just didn't feel like the same, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, because it's been 4 years, guys. Like, a lot has changed in those 4 years. Like, we don't just pick up like next day.
Mm,
So, and I think sometimes people are
okay,
like, I think sometimes the time jump could be held against it. But that could just be my personal opinion on it. I didn't hate it.
no, I mean it makes sense.
I will say though, like reading, because I read Metal Slinger and then Light Wielder, I will say like it did screw with me a couple of times because I went back to back with it and I didn't have a gap between the two. So like I was just like, okay, but we just had the betrayal. You know what I mean? I'm like, why are we
Hmm.
still? And I'm like, oh, it's been 4 years. It's been 4 years. Like, so like that's it. Sometimes you just kind of have to remind yourself.
Okay, maybe that context will help me.
Maybe, or maybe you will hate it, but I didn't hate it. So
I hope I didn't hate it because I bought Light Wielder, the edition, the Moonlight edition, to go with this like a week ago. So,
love that.
or whenever the pre-order opened up.
Yeah.
Anyways, so trigger warnings, content warnings for this book.
Yep.
Um, being falsely accused of being a thief slash threatened with losing a hand as punishment for thieving. Discussions and mentions of an entire territory of people being banished after a war. There's violence, imprisonment, suggested physical abuse between son and father. Um, it's a side character situation.
Yep.
Mention of past death of mother, blood, violence. Oh, I already put violence. See, this is what happens when I have to make my own, and we'll get to
There's
that
just
in
a
a
lot
minute.
of violence though, guys. So like be wary of
Yeah.
that.
Mentions of another war brewing, on page deaths,
Yes.
poison,
Yes.
physical assault. The male character slaps the female at the end of this first book. Um, and while we're on the subject of the trigger warnings and content warnings, I am annoyed that in this day and age, the year 2026, that this author, and she's not the only one, uh,
No.
no trigger warning or content warning to be found. Not inside the book, not on her website. I
Mm.
couldn't find one anywhere. And it's just, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
Yeah. Especially since given the context and the story of this, like there are things in here that some people would probably like to be warned about.
Yeah.
Like as somebody who can enter books, most books, without a trigger warning. I still think that for people who cannot, like, they deserve the warning. I skip over them, but like they should at least still be there.
I read them because I like to know what I'm about to face. I think if I
I
don't
do
go in
that sometimes.
I don't go in blind because sometimes triggers are situational, and if I'm not ready to face that certain
Yes.
situation, it can be quite abrupt, and maybe if I had been warned about it, it wouldn't have been triggering.
Yeah, like God, I can't think of the series right now, but the one by Chloe Walsh that has like one of the duets has like heavy drug use, like on
uh,
page drug use. That's not something that I can face as of right now or
right.
maybe ever. But and usually in mafia books, I look for the trigger warnings for drug use on the off chance, right? Or if I see like in the synopsis something about like recovery or anything, like then I'll check it, but past that, I am somebody who just like goes with the
Mm.
flow.
That reminds me, I probably need to check
Next month's.
next month's and October's.
I'm so excited for next month though. That's not what we're talking about right now, but just know I'm hyped for next month. Okay.
But yeah,
Um
I'll check those books and make sure that, because if we have
okay.
to make changes, we will.
Yes.
Um, so what to expect? It's a fantasy romance. It's a duology, right?
Yes.
Okay. And this is book one, obviously.
Mhm.
Secrets and plot twists, forced proximity, adventures aplenty. He falls first, slow burn with spice, touch her and die, and there's magic.
Yes.
Speaking of the twists,
Okay.
listen, I'm okay with people just like I did. Hey, this book is twisty. It's got some twists.
Mhm.
What I don't enjoy is just seeing, oh my god, this is the biggest twist ever. It blew my freaking mind. Oh my god. Like, because then I'm going in with my mind, like, already kind of prepared. It takes the
Yes.
punch out of it for me.
It does. And also too, as respectfully as I can say this, this is not the only book to do a twist like this. Now, does it happen often? No. Because
Yeah,
normally the betrayer is the dude in a situation like this. Like usually the male main character is the one that we're like, great, here we go with this shit again. The great betrayer out here, right? So I liked the aspect of like it kind of like turned that type of twist on its head, but I wouldn't say this is a like we didn't reinvent the wheel here.
I don't know. It's just,
But then I
if
have
I
to
if
go
I had
ahead.
just read somewhere like, because again, there was no trigger warning or content warning to be found.
Nope.
So I went onto her page, her
Mm-hmm.
Instagram page, couldn't find one there. And I'm pretty sure she has one, a graphic or something on there that says the biggest twist of like 2020, whatever. And then multiple, I mean, and she has the right to market her book however she
Oh,
sees fit.
absolutely.
And, reviewers have the right to say whatever they want to say. I'm just saying that it took the wind out of the sails for me a little bit. And so like I said, it didn't pack as hard of a punch. And it just, I was like, okay, like, sure, that's a twist, but like, it didn't.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like it didn't like I remember reading it and being like, damn, didn't see that coming because I didn't because I literally in my head thought it was gonna be him. Like I kept waiting for the other shoe to drop. I just didn't know the other shoe was gonna be her. Like she was like a triple agent at one point.
Yeah, like again, I got to that point and I just remember looking up and being like, oh, all right, like,
And then my question is the people who are kind of like writing things like that, are they not as well, I'm gonna say well read. Have they not read as many fantasy romances as we have, because, like I said, I knew a twist was coming. It's a duology. Like something had to
Yeah.
happen, right? I just didn't expect the person who the twist was about.
And I want to be clear, I don't know all of the reviews I've written in the past. I don't have them memorized and off the top of my
Oh
head.
yeah,
I could have at one point in the past
yeah.
been guilty of doing the same thing.
Oh, for sure. But it is valid that it was a letdown for you because you're like, okay, but I was expecting something different.
And maybe it's my own fault because I went on to Instagram.
I
But
mean,
then again, I'm going to say no, it's not because I was on there just trying to search for some content warnings.
okay, but also too, I would have to take the blame for last July's pick then because like it was a straight Instagram pick because I was like, okay, everyone's posting about the series, like you know what I mean? Like Instagram got me too.
Yeah, like if the author hasn't had included a trigger warning or content warning, I would have had no business because I really try hard not to
Yeah,
when it's the book club of when
yeah,
it's the book club pick. I try not to look at reviews until way after
yeah.
I've already written my review and
Mm-hmm.
gotten my thoughts out. Um, I don't go on the author's page. I don't if I see someone has talked about the book, I just scroll. I don't look.
Yeah, I try not to look until I've formed my own opinion about it by reading it and like writing down my own thoughts. I try really hard not to,
So
but
again,
it's also not your fault.
not to blame the reviewers for reviewing, doing what
Ugh,
they do.
how dare they?
Um,
I get it though.
I mean,
Like,
again, if trigger warnings have been included, I wouldn't have been on there.
fair.
So, the form that I read this in was audio. If there's an audiobook option, excuse me, I will pick it.
Yes.
um,
Fair.
it was a single narration.
Okay.
Not my favorite. I do understand that there are um it takes more money
Yeah,
to do dual or duet. And so
it does.
I understand financially the decision to do a single narration and I will still listen to it and it wasn't terrible by any means. It's just
Yeah.
not my favorite, but it wasn't terrible.
I read the ebook actually. Wait, didn't this just get picked up? It went indie to,
I don't know if it just happened, but it has happened.
yeah, I wonder if they're going to redo the audiobook because they did that with another series. I can't remember the name right now, but I know
Mm.
for another series that they did redo the audiobook at one point. So I'll be interested to see, or if Light Wielder's audio is different. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
it's trad versus indie.
I haven't looked at the audio. I don't is the audio even out yet for it?
I don't know. I literally ebooked both of them because I don't know,
I'm a research. Oh, it was right there
feeling.
on the front page. Yes, it is out. And there are two narrators. So
Okay,
it's either
so yeah.
dual or duet for book 2, which could
Okay.
be an improvement. Um again,
I mean,
the the female did a narrator
yeah,
did a fine job for this one.
I'm sure. And the thing is like I'm not a hater when there's a single narrator, but I will always choose dual or duet over a single narration, especially if there's multiple points of views, just because I don't know, like that's
Mhm.
just what I like.
Yeah, okay, going back to the twist though, I will say that the one thing, like her being like a triple agent or whatever, her being the bad guy, whatever. But what actually shocked me was the fact that his sister was in on it.
Yes.
That
I
was a
didn't have his sister in on it. That's the part that got me. Like I was like, dang, she was a triple agent. And then I
I
was like,
was
wait, his sister was in on it?
yeah.
Because I was trying to figure out how she got away with so much stuff, knowing that his sister was with her majority of the time. And then I was like, damn, because she's in on it. It was a lot
That
to process in that last like 10 pages.
I will say that that is a portion of the twist
Yeah.
that really I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, because I expected when he did that whole thing where like he was like, oh, I'm not gonna marry her, like I'm gonna marry you and all of that. I'm like, oh no, he's setting her up. And
Mm.
then the joke was on me because she was clearly setting him up the whole time.
Favorite character? Would you like to go first?
No. Who was your favorite character?
I
I'm not gonna lie, I liked him more than her in this scenario. Controversial, maybe, but I did like Acker better. Aker.
I
Acker.
only asked because I didn't put anyone like they all were enjoyable characters, just
It
no one stood
felt,
out to me.
yeah, it felt like there was this central love story, right? And like I did enjoy them and they were enemies, yada yada yada, right? But I didn't necessarily feel like, like when we talk about when the Moonhatch series, like it's very distinct who we like. Like it's very much it's them or it's no one type thing. But for this one, I wouldn't necessarily say that I kind of felt the same way. Like I enjoyed them, but I wouldn't necessarily say like I was obsessed with them.
Yeah.
That makes me a hater. I'm a hater.
Uh, uh,
But
yeah,
I
they were
chose
enjoyable, but
him. Yeah, and obviously I chose Acker just because like I don't like Kai. I didn't like
no.
him. I didn't like him from the fucking beginning. Let's be clear. I
Yeah.
never liked him. And it's obviously not going to be, oh my God, his name starts with an M, like Messer. Messer. It's not going to be him because I really liked him. I really felt like the ensemble cast behind the two, I really like the ones I was supposed to like, I really did enjoy them. But I wouldn't necessarily say, like, oh, they're my favorite.
Yeah, I want to also like just make sure this isn't gonna be a love triangle between her, Kai, and Acker, is it?
No.
Okay. I didn't think we were going in that direction, but I wanted to make sure.
It's more of a love triangle between her, him, and her betrayal.
Okay. I was like,
and
oh,
her and her
someone else?
choices and her choices.
Okay.
That's the real problem here. Is like, and that you obviously see a lot of that in book two because the betrayal happens like right at the end of this book. But no, he is not. He gets taken out of the running.
Okay. Least favorite character?
Kai.
A- I was gonna say Acker's dad, but okay.
I mean, yeah, fuck that
He
guy
was a
too.
misogynist piece of shit, so.
No, he was a horrible person. But I hated I okay, hate's a strong word. I disliked Kai so much. I felt he was slimy. I felt like he just had this air about him, kind of like old boy's dad, of like, I'm deserving of so much more, and like you like she will give this to me, and like I'm going to use her. He didn't actually like her. He didn't actually care for her, but he could manipulate her and he could use her with his magic, and I didn't like that.
I mean, fair.
And also too, I think this also stems from the fact that like I've also read the second book, and let's be clear, he was my least favorite character then too.
Oh, so he doesn't get better.
No, he doesn't. In
Okay.
fact, I will not tell you why I dislike him as much as I do, but just know I do.
Okay. Favorite scene? Let's see. I put the starry sky floating in the water scene, and then also, don't eat my bird. That's all I put. The quotation, don't eat my bird.
um, I'm not gonna lie to you. I liked the betrayal scene. I did. I was,
And
and
that's
it's not
fair.
even, not. It wasn't even. I just was like, wow, bold of her to make us like this character and then have her turn, right? Because like I said, we're so used to the male character and then we're so used to like eventually forgiving the male character that I found it interesting to go into the second book having feelings against her versus him.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I didn't hate the twist.
Oh no, I really like I finished the book and I was like, damn, she really did her big one with that one. Okay.
And I do love a female villain.
But like the thing is like so many people are like scared of making that choice with the female character. So I just like that she was like 10 toes down with it. And she took the sister. It was like, hey, finna betray you and
Yeah.
take your sister with me.
And I am very much, spoilers, still interested in seeing where we go from here because we truly left off in a questionable area.
No, it was, and it's really also very interesting because it's like, can they get to a point where he can forgive her, right? But like also can she forgive him because like he wasn't making the best choices either. And then you have to think we dive in 4 years later and they've made plenty of choices in those 4 years. And then it's like, okay, we left them here, but now we're all the way over here and we've made all these little choices against each other. So
Hmm.
like I just thought it was so interesting, bold of her for the 4 years. I thought that was really interesting. Because most of the time when we pick up a duology, we're picking up like a week later, a day later, the same
Yeah.
hour. You know what I mean? But she's
I
just
mean,
like, you know what? Here's four
it's
years.
it's the enemies to lovers back to enemies situation.
And that's also why I really liked it because they had us in the first half. And then they were like in the second half, they were like, we can make this work. And now we're right back where we were. And I was like, this I can get behind.
Yeah, again, I didn't hate the twist. I just wish it had been I didn't know about it.
Fair.
Or I didn't go in expecting
Something more than what happened.
something mind-blowing
Yeah.
or like I went into this like with my mind kind of pre-blown, like
Yeah.
expecting something. And so like
Unfortunately, it couldn't reach that point just because it couldn't.
yeah, I think it had the potential to.
It did. It's okay. You're like, I guess.
Yeah. I want to be clear. I gave this book 4 stars.
Oh no, I'm not
Okay.
sitting here being like, wow, she rated it 2 stars and hated it. I'm just more so like bummed that you can't, that you were like, aw, when I was like, dang, we did our big one with the female villain here.
Yeah.
But no, I really I did enjoy that. And also too, like I really kind of enjoyed the aspect of like he was already in love with her, having known her
Hmm.
when they were younger, but obviously like she didn't realize that. And so kind of like getting to like listen to like the different ways that he was falling for her and like he really like cared for her and all. I really liked that aspect of the story too. So like it really hurt my heart when she ended up betraying him and I was like, dang. Oh, now we got to go back to hating each other.
Yep. It makes for good tension though.
Oh, for sure. But I just, and I just, I just really, I thought it was so cute. I love a he falls first. So
Sure do. uh f- Wait. Other than the ending, any other favorite quotes? No, scenes. Sorry.
yeah, so I had the ending. I like when she breaks him out of the prison
Mm.
and like the early stages of all of it before she like rebels and like runs away and all that kind of stuff. when they're still true enemies at that point and they're just like, we hate each other. I liked that scene. And then I really kind of like the scene where, well, the kind of scenes where they're traveling from, why can I not think of where they live? Alaha? Somewhere to his country.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of get the, she's going through the awakening and he helps her through the awakening. Kind of like, you know, um, who they probably could have been together had everything
Yeah.
else not happened. Like I kind of liked that moment as well. So those are kind of like the three that I would be like, you know, the true enemies, the little peek into what we could have been, and then
The killing of the dream.
the stomping all over the dream. So yes, those are my three.
Favorite quotes. I didn't highlight too much in this book.
Mm-mm.
It was more of just a, all right, I'm here for the vibes, like type of read.
Yeah.
Um, the one that I
I,
did put was he says, "Shame, I was kind of looking forward to tying you up." I was like, "Oh, sir."
sir, hello. I like, so I wrote, it's not your job to make anyone comfortable. And I can't
Mm,
exactly remember, but I really liked the fact where he was just like, well, that's not your responsibility. And then I liked that I looked for you in every market in Podunk Town. I searched each face for yours, where he was kind of talking about like obviously the time that they were away from each other.
yeah. I also will say I really enjoyed. I don't think I've read too many like uh ships stranded at sea types of
No.
books. And so I'm glad that we kind of stayed in that area for a little bit
Yes. And I,
instead of immediately finding a solution or land or something.
yeah, and I liked the fact that like her protective bird ended up being her friend
Don't
and
eat
he
my
was,
bird.
don't eat my bird.
He was like, I'm worried about it eating me,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm worried about actually dying, but thanks for the warning. But yeah, no, I did because you know there's not a whole lot of books that spend a lot of time on like the ship aspect of it, but so like that was a lot of fun where they were kind of like
Yeah.
I don't know fighting for their lives.
Yeah, made for a great forced proximity situation.
Yeah, because what are you gonna do? Jump in the ocean and swim away? Like you're stuck with me, babes.
Yep. Yeah, so I gave it 4 stars. I want to continue just to kind of see where the heck do we go from here? Because I am curious. And then for spice, I gave it a 3.
Yeah, it was a solid 3.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Again, didn't hate it.
Again,
So it was an improvement from last year.
yes, the comeback from last year. Gosh, we love to see it, don't we?
I'm so nervous for my pick now. I haven't picked it yet. Um,
We
I'm
liked your
just
pick though.
no, I'm saying like, what if this
Okay.
is my year to fuck it up?
No, it was honestly after I finished Guild last year, I was like, dang, this is the first time the July pick hasn't hit, and I hate that for me. It was a rough one. Um, someone is still trying to convince me. One of my friends is still trying to convince me to read it. And I'm just like, I don't know where, like, let me be clear. I'm through the second book. I don't know who I'm rooting for. Like, who am I actually supposed to like hope she ends up with? I've read 5, 6, 800, 900 pages, and I still don't know who this bitch is going to end up with without Googling a spoiler.
I don't see myself continuing the series. If you want to, great. Semi spoilers. I'll just live
I'm
vicariously
I'm
through you.
literally hate reading it at this point, and all I could think is like, thank God I didn't buy into all of the different special editions. Do you know how pissed I would be right now?
The premise is cool.
It's so cool. Like that's what I have a problem with King Midas. Like that is like one of the coolest myths. Like the nerd in me is just like, oh my gosh, we could do so much with this, and it's just not happening.
I'm glad we're on the same page with that one.
Straight up though, like just know one day you're gonna get a text from me and be like, I've been gilded, and you'll know exactly what I mean. I've been betrayed.
Listen, I'm we don't disagree a lot on books.
We don't.
Um, there are the few stragglers. One Dark Window is the current one.
Oh, but I
So
also understand that like we align most of the time, but there are gonna be some books that you're like, oh, I'm just obsessed with, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And there's like vice versa. Like we're just gonna fall into that category sometimes. But for about 95% of it, like we're right there.
I don't think we've ever come on here and completely been on opposite ends.
No, and I keep waiting for that day to
Yeah,
happen.
me
You know
too.
what I mean? Like we've been doing this for a hot minute and we've never disagreed on a book. Like even when you were like, I didn't finish the Alien book, and I was like, I hate Reddit.
I honestly thought that one might have been because I saw that you had finished it.
Yeah, no, I had just finished it though. Because like I was like, this is a book club read. I need to be able to talk about it. Like I hate Reddit.
I
That's it.
couldn't. I
But here's
tapped
the
out.
thing though, I respect the fact that you couldn't hate read it. I almost didn't. I was like, I don't know if I can keep doing this. And what's crazy though is I'm in her group, right? Her Facebook group. And every once in a while I'll be scrolling and people are just like, oh my God, I love this series so much. And that book cover pops up. And like now I'm just like, I don't get it. Like before I was like, oh, this might be interesting to read. And now I'm like, I don't understand it.
Mm-mm.
I don't get it.
Anyways, August pick. As long as I'm gonna go through the trigger warnings,
Okay.
and make sure. But if we're safe there, which I think we should be,
I
I'm more
think
I'm more worried about October's
what we choose for
pick,
October.
huh?
What we choose for October.
I can't say it here yet.
Oh, spoilers. Okay, well, text me what we chose for October because I'm sitting here
Okay.
and I'm like, I know I agreed to it, but like, it's just not clicking in my brain right now.
Yeah, I'm more worried
Uh,
about that one.
okay.
Not in terms of
Well, and I've
the drug
read
use being recreational or being uh
Forced.
yeah, I'm more worried about it being a forced drug situation.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can handle that. If not, then we will pick something else.
I can handle forced. I can't handle the
Like an addiction
yeah, the
or
recreational addict version of it in a relationship with somebody. Like that's the part that gets me.
okay.
It's a little too close to home, unfortunately.
And
Okay.
that's fine.
I think though, like we both read the first book in the series,
We did, and I'm pretty sure because this is the third book.
and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm probably gonna read the second book just for funsies.
I don't know if I'll have time.
I know you got a
And,
lot going on, but like,
and it doesn't fit my August theme for TBR. So I don't think I'll be able to read it.
it's
Um,
fine. I'll report back if you need me to.
okay. But we both love the first one.
I loved the first one, and the
So
premise of this one
yeah, I
has
think that's
like
why we chose the third
it
one
is.
and just skipped over the second
We
one, to
did
be
because they don't
honest.
normally do that, but I was like, no, we have to read this. Like, this sounds so good.
So for August, we chose Westbound by Maggie Rawdon. So
I'm so
excited.
excited. I'm so
Dark
excited.
Cowboy. I think she's a nun.
Yes, she is a nun. How is this going to work?
I'm excited to find out.
Can't wait. But yes, no,
Uh,
I'm so excited for that pick. Like when I was like, I'm pretty sure it's August. I was like, or did we switch it out for another one? And then when you texted me, it was that one. I was like, oh yeah, here we go.
yeah, because I wrote down um, July through November.
Yes, because you'll pick December at the
Yeah,
last minute. Like I chose July at the last minute.
whatever I'm feeling in the moment.
I'm
Let me go
actually
get
gonna
Archer.
continue the Bonded by Thorn series.
I want to as
Yeah,
well. This year I've been doing themed TBRs
you have
um
been.
really heavily. Like I do I think 3 months in a row, and then like the fourth month I take off and I read whatever the fuck I want.
Yes.
Um so that'll be in September for me, the read whatever I want. So maybe, who
Maybe we
knows?
could actually buddy read something instead of keeping it a secret to the end of the month.
Oh my god, the concept.
Oh, it's starting to get dark here. Oh, well. I can turn the light on.
Archer,
Yes.
you want to come say hi?
Are you gonna FaceTime?
No.
I'm gonna say hi.
No, I have to hold the little one.
Got a baby to hold. Oh.
Yeah.
Brother sisters.
Ooh,
Yeah,
chill.
it's a new setting, a new scene.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Good.
Good.
Did you get your Lego set that you were saving up for, or do you still have to save more money?
Oh no.
He hasn't. Yeah, he's got to save up a little bit more money for what he wants, but he has the gift cards stacked and put away.
How big is this Lego set?
It's about a bookshelf big.
A bookshelf big? Wait, you mean like an entire bookshelf?
No, a
Oh, you-
shelf.
Okay.
Like one of these.
The panic in your voice, Jess.
Yeah, I was like, what
You're
Lego
like a
set are we talking
bookshelf?
about? I was like, I haven't seen that on your wish list, my guy.
It's about this tall and this wide.
Which one
Okay.
is it?
Rivendell.
Oh, it's Rivendell, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's cool. I've actually seen that one. I don't know why, but I watch Lego building videos on TikTok sometimes,
Yeah.
and someone was actually building that one. So I have seen that one. That'll be really cool when you're done with it.
Yeah. It'll go good with my Eye of Swan.
Yeah. I'd ask you if you were excited about school, but I'm not excited, so
Hell no.
I already know how you're feeling about it because I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
The first day you go back is teacher's first day back here, so
Mm.
I'm already trying to figure out, like, do they actually need me? But I do have to pay my own bills, so
Yeah, you do.
it's tragic.
Yeah.
All right, can we say bye so she can go? Hello, baby.
Bye.
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 Ooh.